and gentlemen, on the Newshour tonight, over the next 60 minutes, we are going to give you where are these elections of Lok Sabha going to go if elections were held today in the country, who would win? Whether Prime Minister Narendra Modi would get to retain power or would the India alliance overthrow the N.D.A? That coming up. And of course, we are India's election news headquarters, so we'll get you all the details of which way each state is going and what this means for the politics of India. As we approach the 2024 Mahayuddh, the Janta has spoken and delivered its pre-poll mandate. Today, on this special election broadcast, we will bring to you the most critical numbers that matter to Bharat. Who will emerge victorious if Lok Sabha elections are held today? Will Modi return for the third time, or will it be the India alliance? Will it put up a fierce fight? Can the Vipaksh challenge brand Modi? To answer all of these and many other questions that have been lingering on in everyone's mind in the poll season, Times Now ETG research survey has come with all its findings. In the next 60 minutes, we will reveal to you state by state the current standings of the poll race. Will it be a close combat or an easy cakewalk? The survey conducted for over 50 days covered an astounding 1,55,000 respondents. The survey was conducted both in person and via telephone calls, leaving no stone unturned to ensure that we have the most precise and comprehensive results. Let me welcome our distinguished guests joining me on the panel tonight. Before I go across to the screen to show you all the numbers, joining me tonight, Shehzad Poonawala of the BJP. Joining me in the studio, also joining me this evening is Smita Prakash, editor ANI, Anand Ranganathan, author and scientist, Suman Sriraman, political analyst. We have Srinivas Reddy of the BRS also with us on this show, and Akashdeep Puni, political analyst, supports the Aam Aadmi Party, joining me on this broadcast. Also joining us is Sanjay Jha in just a minute, and Tausif Khan, political analyst, supports the Trinamool Congress, both joining me in just a minute from now. But first, let's recap. You've seen the south of India in the last 1 hour, so let's just recap for you that the states that have already been counted for and shown in the last 1 hour. On your screens, let's take a look at Karnataka. Karnataka, if elections are held today, 18 to 20 seats would go to the N.D.A, 0 to 9 to the India, JDS 0 to 1. So this gets added into the N.D.A because now they have an alliance, and this is the state, 7 to 9 seats for the India alliance, 18 to 20 seats, and along with the JDS, this number could go up with the chemistry, the way it works. Let's also look at how things have changed over the last 50 days. It was showing 25 seats for the BJP in 2019. It was 18 to 20 seats. Can I please request you not to shift so fast? Seat share in September is 18 to 20, and this is the vote share that you have. In August, it was right here, 8 to 10. India has come down. The India alliance has come down. JDS gets 1, and that will get added to the N.D.A seat tally here. Let's go to the next state coming up, Kerala, coming up on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. And in Kerala, N.D.A likely to open its account, 18 to 20 seats to the India alliance. It would be interesting to see Congress how many and CPM how many. And Congress has the edge in Kerala. The Congress in Kerala likely to get about 11-12 seats, the remaining going to the CPM 3 to 4 seats. Let's take a look at Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, 24 to 25 seats likely to go to the Jagan Reddy Party, YSRCP, TDP, Chandrababu Naidu still in jail, his party likely to open its account 0 to 1 seats in Andhra Pradesh. Let's go across to Tamil Nadu, where the NDA was likely to get 4 to 8, and these could be the ADMK seats. This survey does not take into account the breakup in the NDA there, and 0 to 2 to the others, but 30 to 34 to the India Alliance, which is Congress and DMK largely, some smaller parties like VCK also there. This could be a loss for the BJP. Let's take a look at Telangana, which goes to the polls. BRS likely to get 9 to 11 seats, 2 to 3 seats to the NDA. India gets 3 to 4, and those are the seats for the Congress party. 0 to 1 going to the others. Could be Owaisi's seat right here. But NDA 2 to 3 seats, 9 to 11 seats to the BRS. That is Telangana for you. Let's go across now to Jharkhand. Jharkhand caste census coming out in Bihar, but this is before the caste census. NDA 9 to 11 seats, 3 to 5 to the India Alliance, 0 to the others. That is Jharkhand for you. Let's go to the next state coming up on your screen, the poll tracker. 14 seats in Jharkhand. That's how they are stacked. Chhattisgarh, 11 seats, 7 to 9 seats to NDA. 2 to 4 seats to the India Alliance, others get 0. NDA seems to have bucked up a little bit and improved its position since August to September, last 50 days. Let's take a look at Himachal Pradesh coming up on your screens next. 3 to 4 seats, 4 seats only in Himachal, 3 to 4 likely to go to the NDA, 0 to 1 to the India Alliance, 0 to the others. And you do have a Congress government in the state, 0 to 1 seats, 3 to 4 seats going to the NDA. So advantage Modi continues in Lok Sabha. Let's go across to Assam. Assam, 14 seats come from Assam, 7 to 9 to the NDA. 4 to 6 to the India Alliance, 0 to 1 to the others. And remember, in 2019, the BJP had 9 seats in Assam, likely to be in that region. Can it improve there? Well, Himanta Biswa Sarma would have that challenge right in front of him. Let's take a look at all the northeastern states. 11 seats coming from the other northeastern states, 4 to 6 seats to the NDA, 3 to 5 to the India Alliance, 1 to 3 going to the others. So that is how it's stacked in the northeast. And now let's look at Jammu and Kashmir. 6 seats from Jammu and Kashmir, and this is how they are split up. NDA likely to get 1 to 3, India Alliance 3 to 4. This includes Congress, the National Conference and the PDP, others 0 to 1. Let's wait and see whether Ghulam Nabi Azad's party really does seem to make any difference here, and will it benefit the NDA? Will it take away any votes from the Congress party? That remains to be seen. Now we're going, these are the states you've already seen. Now let's go to the big ones. And when you look at the next state that's coming up on your screen, Madhya Pradesh, expected to go to polls in a few weeks from now. 29 seats, 25 to 27 likely to go to the NDA. India Alliance 2 to 4, others 0. So BJP continues to hold the edge. Last time they had 28 seats, this time 25 to 27. So when it comes to brand Modi's popularity undisputed, 25 to 27, and this seems to have improved over the last 50 days. If we look at the tracker, it was in August 24 to 26 with a 53% vote share NDA. It's moved to 25 to 7, vote share remaining the same. 3 to 5 was for the India Alliance, 2 to 4. So advantage Modi in Madhya Pradesh if Lok Sabha is taken into account, and this is the improvement that is being seen in Madhya Pradesh. Let's take a look now at Rajasthan, which is the poll-bound state again. 21 to 24 likely to go to the BJP 1 to 2 seats to the Congress party, others 0 to 1. So 21 to 24 seats. And let's take a look at the tracker, how things have changed for Prime Minister Modi. Because frankly, it's brand Modi. It was 20 to 22 in August. It's 21 to 24 now. So, pardon me, 21 to 24 now. And even the vote share, almost even Stevens, but Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, whatever happens in the state elections, brand Modi intact as far as Lok Sabha elections are concerned. So, Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh firmly under the belt of the BJP. Now, let's get in all our experts on this entire issue. Let me first ask Dr. Sanjay Jha. Dr. Sanjay Jha, in the states we've seen so far, Congress doesn't seem to be shaking up too much. In states like Tamil Nadu, you're doing well, the I.N.D.I.A alliance is doing well, but clearly it's on the back of, your alliance partner DMK, which is very strong. And if you look at Kerala, you're doing well, but will the CPM share seats with you? Certainly not. Then what happens to the I.N.D.I.A alliance, and will you cut into each other's votes? Is a question many will ask. How do you see the fact that brand Modi is gaining ground when it comes to Lok Sabha, whatever be the situation on the ground for the state elections? Unmute yourself.
Navika, I'll make 3 short points, but I can see it's a pretty diverse and a large panel, and it's only fair that everyone gets a chance to air their opinion. Point number 1, I'll agree with you that state elections and Lok Sabha elections will be different. How different? That's a matter of debate. In the past couple of elections, the magnitude has been rather high. I do believe that in 2024, it will be more consistent and closer to the assembly results that we get. However, if they are different, I won't be surprised. Point number 2, I think the I.N.D.I.A alliance is actually moving very constructively in the right direction. You will hear some sporadic noises from spokespersons or some leader making a critical remark here and there. Please remember, it's a work in progress. Many of them have been historical adversaries, but everyone is united on one view, that Mr. Modi and corrupt, communal, and extremely criminal-minded party like the BJP has to be defeated. My last point, which way is the trend moving will be known after the December state elections. I'm saying this with some responsibility. I believe in the December state elections, the BJP will probably draw 0. And the Congress could win anything between 2 to 4, maybe even more. And I think the real trend of 2024 will be known only after that. To all those people who will keep repeating during the show that in 2019 the same thing happened, it will repeat itself, I can tell you 5 years is a long time. I think India has changed. People are fatigued with the BJP. Mr. Modi's brand, I think, is significantly diminished in the state elections. And I think in the national elections of 2024, we might see, and I do hope, we will see a new non-BJP Prime Minister.
Well, Shehzad Poonawala, respond. Basically, what he's saying is 5 states, you're going to get a 0. आप तो दुकान बंद करिए और चलिए, कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. That's what Sanjay Jha foresees for the BJP.
I'm going to make very short 5 points, which I have drawn as conclusions from your survey so far. But having said that, before that, he has called the BJP criminally minded party. If I start calling the Congress a rapist party, I will be banned. So I think let's keep the discourse very clear.
Just don't add to my boycott. I'm already boycotted. There can't be a double boycott.
Navika, I am not the one to be told. He used those words against the party. It should be withdrawn immediately. Because BJP represents the people's mandate, and you call Janta Rakshas and you call them. Anyways, let's move on to the issue.
Can I respond?
No, there's no need to respond. I've put my, if he calls the BJP again, then I will be using same terminology for Congress.
I would request
I will call the Congress a rapist party if he starts calling my party names.
Sanjay Jha, let's leave that for the rallies.
Let's keep it aside. Let's keep it civil.
Let's leave that for the rallies. Right now, we are analyzing.
I will call the Congress a rapist party if he keeps calling the BJP criminal.
Right now, we are on the survey. Let's just analyze the numbers as they are.
Now, first, the pro-incumbency wave of Prime Minister Modi, thanks to the Vikas and Vishwas model that he has, continues to exist. 2, 50 days after all the negativity that the Congress has been spreading on a range of issues, they are actually going down and the NDA's performance is increasing. And this is the period during which Chandrayaan happened, G20 happened. We've seen their approach, and the Women's Reservation Bill was also passed, Nari Shakti. Thirdly, the only change for the Congress is in states like Kerala or perhaps in other states, but at the cost of its own so-called allies or frenemies like Aam Aadmi Party or the left. Fourthly, the Karnataka issue is very important. Karnataka, after the JDS and the Congress BJP comes together, in fact, the vote share, which has increased by 2.5% in the last 2 months, will increase even further beyond 50%, which means we will sweep Karnataka. And it is also a reflection of the kind of third-class government that the Congress is running in Karnataka. So these are my short takeaways. Brian Modi and his deliverables are actually delivering, and the Congress has not moved an inch forward.
Well, let me open this up and let me ask you, Sabha Naqvi. Sabha Naqvi, we are looking at these states. We are looking at some of the states where the BJP is improving its tally, in the last 50 days. Even if it is marginally, the fact is it tells you that, there is a chemistry that's happening there, at least as per this survey. On the other hand, if you look at India, the alliance, we've seen so far 243 seats, over which BJP leading in 115, the India alliance at 87, and 41 going to the others. Some of these others, I think 24 or 25 are from Andhra Pradesh, which will never go to the Congress party. So if you look at this, how do you see things stacked as of now with 243 seats already being surveyed?
So I think that unless the India Alliance gets to the seat sharing, which I know the Congress is not ready to do right now, they are waiting for the assembly elections. They are delaying things. If they do that, I believe they are doing better than your projections in Maharashtra, because I happened to be there for 3 weeks in July. And I was surprised at the time when all these splits were taking place. I think there are challenges that have been thrown up, but the BJP is formidable. The BJP is formidable because they have a formidable prime ministerial face. But to say that there is nothing which there is no opposition there. Now, the question, what I find interesting is, what is the level of the return? I mean, is the BJP not losing any more seats in Bengal? Are they sticking to the 18? These are interesting things to in Uttar Pradesh, because I had a month ago written a column that that's a state where the BJP can actually increase its tally. Otherwise, we presume that it is. Then comes a by-election result out of Gosi. Then comes today the caste census, and it will play out in the Purvachal region of Uttar Pradesh. It will have some impact. I mean, you can disagree, or that is my political analysis, even though I think Uttar Pradesh is very, very hard for the opposition to crack, because there does not appear to be an opposition there. In Maharashtra, you have the BJP breaking all the parties. Uddhav is very popular. There is an appearance of an opposition. In Bihar, there is an appearance. In Bengal, Mamata is in power. In UP, there is a perception right now that if you want to vote against the BJP, even those who want to, who are you going to vote for? So all these challenges are
certainly these questions do exist, but let me get in Anand Ranganathan. Anand Ranganathan, let's take a look at the overall numbers so far. 243 seats already being looked at, 115 BJP seems to be leading at. Now, Bharat Jodo Yatra and this great, comeback by Rahul Gandhi, the caste census, all of these are issues which is work in progress. But Karnataka, where the Bharat Jodo Yatra spent a lot of time, doesn't seem to have responded too much as far as, the numbers on the screen for Karnataka show. Having said that, let's also look at the overall numbers. You're looking at 87 for the India, but large part of this is in states of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh. These are places where the Congress really hasn't made too much of progress. How do you see this whole repackaging and relaunching of Rahul Gandhi and the impact it has so far in the survey that we see?
Yes, good evening, Navika. Look, you can rearrange the deck chairs on a Titanic howsoever you want. the result is going to be the same. The fact of the matter is that it is a clear-cut choice for the Indian voter, and this time it is absolutely clear-cut because it is do or die for the I.N.D.A. alliance versus the BJP. The choice for the voter is either I choose Modi, and let's be very honest, Modi is the face of the N.D.A. and Modi is projecting it like that. There is no other alternative to Modi. So Modi knows and he's asking for votes for Modi. On the other hand, देश को तोड़ के, करप्शन को छुपा के, सेक्टेरियनिज्म को छुपा के, अपने कम्युनलिज्म को छुपा के अगर आप मोदी को हराना चाहते हो तो लोग ये देख रहे हैं. On this very panel you have the good Dr. Muni. The AAP and Congress have been fighting like cats and dogs in Punjab over sectarianism, over Khalistani, over corruption. How on earth do they plan to convince the Indian voter that they are going to be better than the BJP? They can't. You talked about Kerala, 18 to 20 seats, and I agree with Sabha. It all depends on the seat sharing, but will Congress allow such massive seats to be shared? Because if it does, then it becomes very weak at the center if it comes to power. So obviously it won't. Now, if it doesn't, how on earth will it convince the Indian voters that the same people who now want Modi to be defeated were accusing the same CPIM of a 100 crore camera scam? The same people who want Modi to be defeated in Bengal were accusing the death of democracy, putting the onus right on Mamata Banerjee.
Absolutely. And nobody from the I.N.D.I.A alliance raises any of these issues because corruption, if it is happening in I.N.D.I.A alliance states, then zip up about it. Rapes, if they are happening in I.N.D.I.A alliance states, then zip up about it. But if they are happening elsewhere, beat your chest. And Smita Prakash, I want to ask you, does this approach really work? Because as everybody on the panel believes, Modi has a formidable popularity rating when it comes to Lok Sabha. You know, state elections, people might think whatever they want because ultimately whatever they vote for, they get a local leader. They don't get a Modi to come and govern them. But Lok Sabha, it is very clear, Modi versus somebody in the I.N.D.I.A alliance. I want to ask you, if the Congress is not getting into a seat-sharing arrangement as of now, then will it be leaving it to too late? Is the I.N.D.I.A alliance going to be able to get its act together if it starts bargaining and settling somewhere in the end of December and you know, early January? Is there going to be enough time for the cadres to have chemistry between themselves?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge will be at ticket distribution. You're quite right. As far as the Congress is concerned or the I.N.D.I.A alliance is concerned, fatigue with brand Modi, as Sanjay pointed out, and anti-incumbency is what the I.N.D.I.A alliance is hoping will happen in 2024 and also in these coming elections, state elections. On the other hand, the BJP is not going to not focus, is going to completely focus on brand Modi and the 9 years of what they think is, or they are pitching as holistic development, inclusive growth. That's what they're going to focus on. And not just in 2024, in the 5 state elections too. So contrary to what the alliance members are saying or what some analysts might say, they are going all out with brand Modi. And these surveys that you brought out are quite interesting. Is that see Karnataka, for example, what you showed out there is almost clean sweep, Navika, for the BJP, and this is when the BJP has still not managed to get an LOP in place in Karnataka. Look at Rajasthan. Even here you're showing a very strong sense of that the BJP will do very well. Why is it? Even though everybody knows that it's a divided house of the BJP in Rajasthan, in spite of that, you're showing that they're going to be doing very well. That is brand Modi in place. So it's quite clear that the I.N.D.I.A alliance will have to take that in factor and not be ostrich-like to think that brand Modi is not working. The I.N.D.I.A alliance will also have to base its strategy that the alliance will have to make some compromises before 2024, and especially at the time of ticket distribution, because these surveys that you're doing is with the presumption that everything is going to be hunky-dory at the time of ticket distribution. But at that time, if it falls apart, then the entire survey falls apart. Because if the alliance doesn't hold, then the survey doesn't matter at all. And one more point I just wanted to refer to is what Sabha talked about, caste census. Now the percentage of various census which this has come up, it's certainly going to be a challenge for all political parties. Social engineering has been done completely clearly, obviously by some regional parties and also behind the scenes by even the major parties, including the BJP. Now, the outreach by the BJP has been there for the OBCs, but they had planned it in such a manner that they were bringing all these castes under this larger umbrella, which is the Hindu vote bank. Now, with this census which has come up, maybe some re-engineering is what we will see.
That is what the India Alliance wants to do. It wants to break up. They seem to have only two agendas. One, defeat Modi. And how's that going to happen? Divide the Hindu vote. And to bring in the division in the Hindu vote is to bring in the caste factor, and that caste survey has just come up in Bihar. So let's take a look at Bihar. In the next 5 minutes, we're going to look at some of these states, 125 seats that are going to come. Bihar first, 40 seats coming from Bihar, 18 to 20 likely to go to the NDA, 20 to 22 likely to go to the India Alliance, which is already and has been a Mahagathbandhan for long. Yet not much giving away from here, neck and neck, 18 to 20, 20 to 22, 0 going to the others. This is how Bihar is stacked, 40 seats in Bihar. Let's take a look at Gujarat. Well, vote share for Bihar, 44.2, 46.1, but not much to take away as far as the seat share is concerned. Let's take a look at the tracker of Bihar. August, Bihar was 22 to 24 for the NDA. It's come down a bit and come to 18 to 20, and that is the India Alliance and the sound and fury that is happening. And Shehzad, you need to look at these numbers. If this is the disadvantage BJP in Bihar in the last 50 days, it could go down further after the caste census. 16 to 18 to 20 to 22. So improvement in the prospects of the India Alliance. Let's take a look at now Gujarat. Have things changed in Gujarat? Certainly not. All 26 seats to the NDA. No chance whatsoever whether the India Alliance gets Congress, the AAP, the Samajwadi Party, whatever they want, they can get them to Gujarat, but it's all intact, cent percent in favor of Modi. Nothing's changing in Gujarat. Now let's look at Maharashtra. That's a swing state, 48 seats come from Maharashtra, 26 to 30 going to the NDA, 16 to 20 going to the India Alliance, 1 to 2 to the others. 48 seats, advantage NDA here. Let's also take a look at the tracker here. In the last 50 days, how have things moved? 28 to 32 going down to 26 to 30, 15 to 19 going up to 16 to 20 for the India Alliance. Shehzad Poonawala, you want to comment? Something not quite working in both Bihar and Maharashtra.
Navika, even though the caste survey, it's not a census, has come out today, this has been in the conversation for a pretty long period of time, and this is the maximum extent of the impact that your survey is capturing. But you must also understand that today, when we are at this position, after all of this entire thing, the trend for the BJP and the NDA is only upwards, and also the kind of statements they have made about Hindu religion and Sanatan, well, that is also reaching the people, and that itself is also having an impact, and you will see that further as you come to the states like Uttar Pradesh. Look at the kind of comments they have made, and those comments will also have a repercussion, not just in Uttar Pradesh, but in Bihar, but in Maharashtra and other places as well.
Well, let's take a look at the top band on your screens, viewers. 357 seats are counted for. BJP leading in 188, India Alliance in 126, 43 going to the others. And if you add up the others in entirety to the India Alliance, even then BJP is going to be ahead. Let's take a look at three states next, Uttarakhand, Haryana and Delhi. Uttarakhand, 5 seats in Uttarakhand, 4 to 5 going to the NDA, maybe 1 to the India Alliance, that is the Congress party. But as of now, BJP is strong there, 4 to 5 seats going there. Haryana, 10 seats in Haryana. Let's take a look at what happened. 7 to 9 to the NDA, 1 to 3 to the India Alliance, 0 to the others. That's how Haryana is stacked. Let's take a look at the tracker in Haryana. 6 to 8 seats have increased to 7 to 9 seats. So NDA looking better off in Haryana. 2 to 4 goes up to 1 to 3 for the NDA. So the India Alliance, beg your pardon, India Alliance disadvantage and Modi advantage right here in Haryana. Let's take a look at Delhi now. Delhi, 7 seats, 7 on 7 last time to the BJP. This time 5 to 6 to the BJP, 1 to 2 to the others. And it would be interesting to see in these 1 to 2, which are the parties. Aam Aadmi Party likely to get the 2, or Congress? Will the seat sharing really take place? Akashdeep Puni, I want you to look into your crystal ball and tell me how many seats will you give the Congress party for the Delhi state elections, because Congress is on a 0 in the assembly.
Navika ji, there are 2-3 points I want to make regarding Delhi polls, because we have seen in Delhi that BJP is in jitters in Delhi. That is why it has instituted specifically Lok Sabha Prabharis in Delhi and it has also hired 2 external agencies to find out what is the grassroots reality of Delhi. Because it's not sure about the 7 Lok Sabha constituencies that it has won last time. So this time it will win either 1, 2 or 3, not more than that. Most part, Aam Aadmi Party is going to win in Delhi after the MCD poll whitewash. In MCD with the Aam Aadmi Party coming, and after 15 years of BJP misrule, and in the assembly also, it does not seem like this now at present that BJP will get as many number of seats as you are predicting in this. What is the sample percentage of rural Delhi and urban Delhi? I don't know particularly in this polling percentage, but I'm sure in this that Aam Aadmi Party is going to sweep more than 3 to 5, and BJP
3 to
will
5.
be around 1 to
From
2.
0 to 5, Sanjay Jha, 5 seats Aam Aadmi Party, तो आपको तो सीट देंगे नहीं दिल्ली में.
Navika, there's one thing which is quite evident, that as we come closer to the general elections, I can tell you that the BJP will progressively decline. Politics is a lot about momentum. And I think it's already, the trend is quite apparent. If you look at it, it's not just Himachal and Karnataka. You're going to see it in the state elections. And a lot of people who keep saying that 2019 will repeat in 24, I can tell you the state of the economy, the general collapse of institutions, the corruption within this government. I mean, it's not just Ramesh Biduri here or the Adani issue there. I think people across the board seem to be wanting change. And I agree with you to some extent that the India Alliance needs to continue to be robust here, not be phased by the attempt by the BJP to bring in any communal agenda. There are a lot of fundamental issues like food inflation, unemployment, that are actually driving the middle class and the neo-middle class and the urban poor and, of course, the rural farmers into severe distress. I definitely see there's change in the air. How much can one capitalize? That we'll know in the weeks to come.
Okay, change in the air, Mr. Reddy of the BRS. Are you seeing change in the air for the sake of change in the air because the Congress thinks it's change in the air?
I don't know whether Congress party is mood changing or the numbers are changing. But if I see the numbers of the South India particularly, the survey doesn't seem to be reflecting the mood at the ground level. I can tell you this. And in entire South India, it will be, BJP will be hardly crossing a single digit. Even Karnataka, I think they have read very wrongly. And in Telangana, AP, fine. Telangana, BRS will bag nothing less than 14 to 15 seats. And definitely MIM will be there and one more seat. I don't know how it goes, whether it is, I.N.D.I.A alliance or N.D.A. But, by and large, South India, this looks like it is not like a N.D.A survey. It is kind of brand Modi alliance survey types, keeping, to establish brand Modi is growing on a daily basis or a monthly basis. I think the effort seems to be that way. And having elections, if you look at now, you have elections in MP, Rajasthan, Telangana, in 6 months later in Andhra Pradesh and all. There are 5 state elections. Only after that, I think we can read properly the southern part of, the northern part of India. But south, these numbers like, only to support, rather strengthen, brand Modi rather than the original picture on the ground. That's what I feel. Because
all right, ETG surveys establishing brand Modi on the ground. Shehzad Poonawala, ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. कर्नाटका में भी आपको कुछ नहीं मिलेगा.
No, when they like a survey, they accept it. When they don't like a survey, they dish it. This is the natural way of behaving of these I.N.D.I.A alliance and their, other people. But having said that, in Telangana, we used to have 20% vote share in 2019. We are a party which started with about 7% in 2018. 2019, we had 20% vote share, and now you're showing 24% vote share. Yet we are weakening in the south. In Karnataka, we are sweeping after 3 or 4 months of their governments, yet we are weakening in the south. In Delhi, we are getting 55% vote share as per your survey. I think it will be much more. And both Congress and Aam Aadmi Party put together are coming at 45%, yet we are weakening in Delhi. I do not understand that how this is a conclusion being drawn from the same numbers. So I guess some people are only comfortable in their sheesh mahal, which they are entitled to do. But please tell me, if there is such a mood of anti-incumbency against Modi, how come Congress is not showing one sign of emergence in any state, leave alone a BJP state, a non-BJP state? Where is Congress rising in Andhra? Chalo bata do wahan pe. If there is such a great traction for brand Rahul Gandhi and he's achieved so much, why hasn't Congress gone up by 10% in Andhra?
Sumansi Raman, you want to comment on that?
Yeah. Maybe Shehzad would be well advised to look at Telangana, where the Congress is now very clearly posing a major challenge to the BRS, and the BJP has been pushed into the 3rd place. Look, Navika, this whole assumption that in the Hindi belt it will be action replay of 2019 is, I think, being a little naive. A lot has changed.
May I just correct you? You are talking about an assumption. I am not talking about an assumption. This is a survey conducted. There are 1,55,000 respondents, and this is the survey. Now,
that's fine.
Yeah, but this is not based on assumptions. Let's just clarify that.
Let me speak. No. 1 second. No, the survey seems to be assuming, which I don't agree with. Now, the point is very clearly, as Mr. Reddy said, the whole of South India, the maximum, and this is the best case scenario for the BJP, is about 17-18 seats. So that's as far as the South is concerned. The India Alliance has always maintained that they only wanted to put up common candidates in 400 seats. So I don't know how, whether they fight each other in Kerala or not, I don't see how that is relevant at all, because they never said that our aim is to put up a common candidate in all 543 seats. They have only said 400 seats. So Kerala may very well be left out, where they could have a contest with each other. In any case, the BJP...
So Punjab will be left out, where they will have a contest with each other. Delhi will be left out because they have a contest with each other. UP will be left out because they have a contest with each other. Anand Ranganathan to bacha kya? What is left?
No, wait.
Navika,
I waited 30 minutes. I will have to finish.
Okay. I'll give you 30 seconds more, Sumansi Raman.
2 sentences in.
Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, please. Yeah. The logic being that if they do not combine forces in Delhi or Punjab, the BJP will win. That is not the case in Kerala, because even if they contest against each other, the BJP is not going to win. And I think that's a very fundamental, basic difference that you need to see. Point again. There are losses to be had in Maharashtra, probably much bigger than what the survey is showing. There are losses in Karnataka. There are losses in Bihar. And there are going to be more losses in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, though the I.N.D.I.A will win the majority of seats. I don't expect that the Congress will win 2 seats or 3 seats as been being projected in Rajasthan and all.
The News Hour first. We'll be right back after the break.
Anand Ranganathan, do you agree with
Yes, thank you.
Sumansi Raman?
I the seat sharing between the India alliance is not going to be as vociferous and angry as Dr. Sumant Raman trying to take some 30 seconds off me. But I just want to make a couple of points. As to my very good friend, Mr. Reddy, saying that this survey looks more like a brand Modi, whatever, reinforcing. I've just added up the seats this survey has given to the NDA. It's less than what in 2019 NDA got. How is it building brand Modi? So the South remains the same. It is something, in fact, in Karnataka, this survey has given less seats to NDA than it got in 2019. So please, can we, if we don't like something in the survey, Mr. Reddy, let us not denigrate the good people who've spent so much time and effort in actually collating this survey. Please, it's just disingenuous to them, because it's a very professional exercise. As Navika said, more than 1.5 lakh people have been surveyed. It's not a small dining room chat. Number two, a lot of panelists seem to be extrapolating what might happen in the states to what will happen in 2024. You want to do that? Be my guest. But past history and past precedence tells you that is something which is sharper than a double-edged sword, because the fact of the matter is, and Dr. Muni, who's giving 5 to 6 seats to AAP, Arvind Kejriwal 2019 gave 7 seats to AAP. And can I ask Dr. Muni, how many seats did AAP get in Delhi?
Before getting Dr. Muni in, let me first give you the Punjab numbers, because फिर जो धुआं निकलेगा वो देखेंगे. लेकिन let's take a look at the next few states coming up on your screen. Punjab coming up on your screen first. 1 to 3 to the NDA, 8 to 11 to the India, 1 to 2 to the Shiromani Akali Dal. And if you want to know the tracker, we'll give you the tracker here as well. In the last 50 days, how has it moved? Well, NDA has come down. India has gone up from 8 to 12 to 8 to 11. Akali Dal remaining almost the same, but those are the seats in Punjab. And let me give you...
But this thing hides one fact, that the India alliance is AAP growing at the cost of Congress. Congress had 8 seats there. Today AAP is growing, but at the cost of Congress, is not growing at the cost of BJP.
Absolutely. And if I give you the party-wise details, then Aam Aadmi Party 5 to 6 seats, BJP 1 to 3, Shiromani Akali Dal 1 to 2, and Indian National Congress 3 to 5. So Aam Aadmi Party growing at the cost of the Congress Party. Is that going to be trouble for the Congress Party? Is that why Pratap Singh Bajwa, Sanjay Jha, says no questions, 13 ki 13 seatein, and once we get those seats after the Lok Sabha elections, 32 MLAs who are in touch from the Aam Aadmi Party will bring the government down. Now that doesn't seem like quite a lot of chemistry for the Lok Sabha elections.
Navika, let me just tell you this. Whether it comes to Punjab, Delhi, or any other state, I think the critical part is that all partners, including AAP and the Congress, are very clear that if we don't defeat the BJP by collectively fighting it out, yes, there is going to be some negotiations on seats. I do agree there will be some give and take. There could even be some public level of spat, but that doesn't matter.
Give and take of what? Arrests of MLAs? Give and take of what?
Let me tell you, after the way this government of Mr. Modi is actually using every trick in the bag to polarize every state, every community in the way they can, I think their game is up. I can tell you, AAP and the Congress combined will be
I would agree with everything you say, Sanjay Jha, but in Punjab there is no Modi factor, no? In Punjab it's AAP and Congress. Akashdeep Muni. If there are more arrests happening, are you seeing any friendship growing between you and the Congress in Punjab?
See, Navika ji, this is not about friendship. This is about polls. And in the polls, as said by Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Aam Aadmi Party and Congress is going to play together. One particular
Fantastic.
point I'm
theoretically speaking, practically.
One particular point about your particular survey, that 1 to 3 seats you are going to BJP. Now BJP has got 9% seats in the last elections. How it is going to get 1 to 2 with even Akali Dal is not there with them? And 21 from 21 party members, 17 has been changed, from which 6 are from Congress. So this is a Congress term.
Shehzad,
BJP Punjab.
they think you're not
So I
going to
don't
get
think how
even
they are
one
going to
seat in
make any
Punjab.
seat.
Look, what Akashdeep Muni thinks is not up for discussion. We are discussing your survey. Point is that look at the hypocrisy of this alliance. It says they want to save democracy. It accuses AAP of stifling democracy in Punjab. It accuses TMC of stifling democracy in West Bengal. And it accuses the left of stifling democracy in Kerala. And then they come to Delhi and they say we are saving democracy with all these people together. I mean, whom are you trying to fool? This is exactly the reason why people have no faith in
Prakash, that's well said. And just we will come together to defeat Modi. Will that, as a brand work for the India alliance?
As far as the India alliance is concerned, I think the extreme pressure is going to come when the results of these state elections are concerned. I disagree to some extent with what Anand said, is that don't extrapolate the state election results 2024. No, what's going to happen is that if and once the Congress wins one or two of these states which are going to polls, they are going to flex their muscle in the India alliance. When they flex their muscles, that means that compromising position which the largest unit needs to take in an alliance, that will kind of will shaken to some extent, will be shaken. So they will decide on how the alliance moves forward, where as far as ticket distribution is concerned. While they are grappling with these elements, it is the BJP which is going to go ahead with their brand Modi imposition in their electoral strategy, and they are not shaken with that. They don't believe that brand Modi has taken a hit at all. They're going to go ahead with that. You know, when some of these analysts turn around and say that, oh, it's going to be just a north-based thing, BJP is just a north party, it only gets 17 to 18 seats in the south. I wonder whether there has been a survey to say 17 or 18, or is it an assumption which you are being accused of? You know, the BJP, when this survey is done, it's not just north-based survey. Why does Mr. Raman forget that there is an East India also, there is a West India also? There also the BJP has made significant gains, not just by the survey, in the earlier election and in the state elections which were held later. So let's not just ignore that the BJP is a force to reckon with in all of India. And as far as the five South states are concerned, yes, they are not in power in the state elections, but they are seeing the bigger picture. If that works or not in the 2024 elections is anybody's guess.
Absolutely. And two states left now, West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh. Let's take a look at the West Bengal survey projections and West Bengal seats coming up on your screen. N.D.A 17 to 19, India 22 to 26. Let's also take a look at the party positions and how many does the Congress get in West Bengal? Well, Trinamool Congress 19 to 23, BJP 17 to 19, CPM 1 to 2, Congress 1 to 2. That is the situation. I want to ask Tausif Khan. Tausif Khan, do you think there will be seat sharing? Mr. Reddy, don't embarrass me. I'll come to you a little later because in a survey, states are back to back. So I'll take West Bengal and Uttar Pradesh. And when we have the All India numbers, I'll come first to you. Tausif Khan, will the Trinamool Congress have a big heart and give seats, to CPM as well as the Congress? Because it seems to be the strongest party on the ground.
You are right, Navika. Trinamool alone is capable of, winning at least 40 seats out of 42 on its own. And in India Alliance, if it goes, then obviously 2 more seats will be counted in India Alliance favor. And why I say this, because if you will see in the recent elections in Karnataka, the survey that you're talking about is based on the premise that the polarization will work in favor of BJP, which they were expecting in Karnataka. The Prime Minister, the Home Minister, and all top star campaigners and top leadership were there in Karnataka, and polarization was at its full swing in Karnataka. Yet BJP was thrown out of the power in a very historic manner by the people of Karnataka. So we cannot afford to ignore this fact that polarization may not actually work in favor of BJP in all the state, and at least in Bengal you can be assured of that. Therefore, if we compare at present how many MLAs do they have in comparison to the 2019 election, the MP election, the BJP had a lead of about 170 MLA seats. And in 2021 election, after that, it reduced to 77 seats. Then after the 2021 election, there was a panchayat election this year, where BJP was completely, was nowhere to be seen. It was all Trinamool all over.
Therefore, the same situation last time.
Just for some perspective, we had 3 MLAs. One second, sir. Now, I did not interrupt you. We had 3 MLAs in West Bengal a few years ago. Today, we have 70 plus. We had no MPs, to which we have gone to 19 MPs in 2019. And 18. By this, in 2018 and 2019, and by this conservative estimate, we still continue to hold that. I am saying that if you are so confident of your India alliance, are you giving 1 seat to Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary? Are you going to give that 1 seat to him? And on top of that, the post-poll violence that has taken, place in the Panchayati Raj elections, the Congress capitulating completely. In fact, that Congress vote share is also going to come to us.
Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, that's the more point. Will Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary get a seat or not from Mamta Banerjee, Tausif Khan? Yes or no? I'm coming to you, Sabha.
See, the state minister has also said this a few days ago, and even Mamata Banerjee herself has said that the Trinamool Congress is committed to India alliance. It is now this kind of absurd statement comes from Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. Then it is for the Congress to come out with a clarification,
which they haven't. In the last 7 days. They haven't come out with a clarification. So please take the bait and tell us: will Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, who is the leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, will he get his seat? Yes or no? Simple.
That is for the. As of now, the TMC is committed to the alliance, and you will come to know.
As of now being the key words. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please see the guarded manner in which, as of now is being stated. But now let's go across to Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh, the largest state in the country, sends 80 members of parliament. Look at the way Uttar Pradesh is stacked. 70 to 74 seats going to the BJP and N.D.A. actually. Smaller parties coming in. 4 to 8 to the India alliance. 0 to 1 to the BSP. Others getting 1 to 3. 70 to 74, which is way better than what it was in 2019. That is how Uttar Pradesh is stacked. Let's take a look at the tracker for Uttar Pradesh. Tracker, well, in August, 69 to 73 was what the range seemed like, and now it is 70 to 74. India alliance actually coming down and N.D.A. gaining advantage in Uttar Pradesh. Let's look at 2 other states only remaining, Odisha and Goa. 23 seats in all from these states. Odisha, 5 to 7 to N.D.A, 0 to 1 to India, 13 to 15 BJD. Well, Naveen Patnaik, unchallenged Raja of Odisha, and he continues to hold his ground. BJP, well, 5 to 7 seems to be a positive development for the BJP. Let's hope it stays that way. Let's take a look at Goa now. 2 seats coming from there and coming up on your screens. But let me go across. And the 6 union territories also coming up on your screens. And now we will have the entire 543 seats. Well, the BJP is well past the halfway mark, 299 up on the screen. Now going to 307 for the N.D.A, 175 for the India alliance, 61 to the others. That's 543 seats coming up on the screen. Sabha Nakwi. How do you read Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, and the other union territories?
So Uttar Pradesh is the state that till the other day I was going everywhere and saying BJP is going to get 72 seats. It's going to be a repeat of 2014. There's no one because people don't know who the opposition is. And there are multiple reasons for that. First, and look at you. What I find very interesting is BSP is down to 4 point something vote share, right? This is a party that had 20% vote share in 2014. Then it comes down. Anyway, in the last election, there was an alliance which contested the Gathbandhan against the BJP. And even then, they didn't, as was expected. A plus did not happen. So UP, but where one has to look at if this caste census issue picks up in Bihar, in the Purvachal region, certainly there will be an impact. But only if the opposition shows the energy to go and fight there. There is a difference in what we have seen in Uttar Pradesh. The opposition is not very visible on the ground. And I'm given analytical reasons that because of the bulldozer Raj, many of them have property, so on and so forth, that there is this kind of fear. So people will only protest under the statue of Charan Singh Ji in the assembly. Because outside some cases will be put on them.
Absolutely. And Yogi and Modi together seem to be invincible, and that's what we are seeing in the numbers. And let's take a look at the tracker here. Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh. These are the states between August and September. These are the 4 states where the NDA is on the positive side. It is advantage NDA in these 4 states, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh. And if we take a look at the India alliance, it's on the back foot in these states. West Bengal, once again in August, India alliance was 23 to 27, seems to be on the back foot. As far as NDA is concerned, even in West Bengal for the Lok Sabha election, they are in an advantageous position as in Haryana. So this is the big takeaway, Mr. Reddy. I want to ask you 30 seconds. I'm out of time. So 30 seconds to you, Mr. Reddy. This is the way it's stacked, 307. And let me tell our viewers, this is the mean point. The range that has been shown is actually 297 to 317 for the NDA. We've taken the median number and put it because in the top band, we can't show you the full range, which is why 307, 175, 61, that's the 543.
Poll-bound states, BJP has moved up August to
for
September.
the Lok Sabha.
No, that's true. But in all 3 of the poll-bound states, we are moving upwards, and Sanjay Jha is seeing that we are getting collapse.
But for the Lok Sabha, in the state elections, maybe
it's the same people. No,
it's the same people, but they don't get Modi in return. Mr. Reddy, 30 seconds. I'll come to you, Sanjay Jha.
Navika, we have enough time to see the change in these numbers because Shehzad was referring to G20 and women reservation for the change in the, for their upward growth in the, 1 month time. But I don't know, how come G20 changed the canvas and women reservation?
If you're only looking at women's reservation and G20, then wait for Ayodhya, which is coming up in January. Sanjay Jha can add to the tally of the BJP. How do you look at these numbers? And if you look at the Congress party, it's 56 to 76. Where is the charisma of Rahul Gandhi?
From 52 to 50.
Karnataka too.
Again, you're muted, sir. When I give you time to speak, you don't.
I'm not muted. I'm not muted at all. You can't hear me?
Yes, now I can.
The vote share difference between the NDA and India alliance is just 2%, number one. That's significant. Number two, and this is critical, okay? I believe that when you look at the overall scenario here, we have to recognize that Akhilesh Yadav Samajwadi Party will have to do the heavy lifting in Uttar Pradesh. I think the India alliance is very clear on that. And Akhilesh has been reassuring because end of day, Mayawati has given up the fight.
Well, he will do the heavy lifting, but what he said in Madhya Pradesh is something you must remember. He says we are still assessing, and as of now, he is not committing to what will be the seat share. And if after December, India Alliance actually gets together to do the seat sharing, will there be time for the chemistry to work on the ground? What will be the chemistry of Bharat after Ram Mandir is inaugurated and the Sthapna takes place in January? Well, these are all questions and political developments that will impact elections. As of now, the way the numbers are stacked on your screen, 307 versus 175 of the India, 61 go to the others. And when I spoke to K. Kavita, she did say that everybody is speaking to everybody. There could be a third front as well. Well, we'll keep you posted because this is the election news headquarters and we'll get you all the developments that happen over the next weeks, days and months. Thank you very much, viewers, and thank you very much to my esteemed panelists for joining me on the Newshour tonight. Good night, viewers. Be safe.
The News Hour first. We'll be right back after the break.